This is the Bounty Hunter on normal and hard.
This cavern is very cool. Earthy smells of dirt and fungus fill the air.
There's a fair number of traps in this quest. And, alright, this one looks like it's after the trap. And this is the thing that makes them hard, is the enemies. You have enemies and traps.
The cave opens up.
Now this is the kind that are kind of nice when actually the enemies themselves, like that one bar died in a trap. Apparently he didn't make a save, or other traps the enemies can't die, like I think we saw that a couple quests ago. Alright. I think that's just an optional room there with a couple of chests.
The opening on the other side awaits you mockingly. But you
Alright,
must
so I'm
cross
gonna
a
keep my
series
Harling
of
here.
platforms suspended over a
Lots of
narrow
traps.
waterway to reach it.
So one of the traps is on top, like the second island over. All the rest are on the bottom. So it takes a little time to get these. We could probably run right over these. I'm going to go ahead and get my spot search. Well, got my spot on, so. And then I think we need to jump to that one. So the easiest way is to come back to the ladder. And jump down. Alright, now we can go back up top and then we'll jump down again. So it takes a little time to get these. Honestly, with our evasion, we could just run right through these and probably finish the quest twice before we just, versus disabling the traps once. But I think it's good to know where they are. I think in a group, these traps can be pretty brutal, and there's an you're going to be expected with trapping skills to be able to get these. I thought that was right there. Might be on this next one. Let me just check. All right, let me jump up here. All right, there it is. See, our damage reduction is still pretty effective. And I think I want to jump down here. This guy. Oops, nope. So, and I've traditionally been one that just run through it. See, I think there might be one right here. Nope. But this is part of the reason why it's like Almost easier to get these guys, run across to get these guys. Alright, so now the other traps. I want to say it's actually down here. And there's one box over there. There's the one I missed. There's 2 boxes on that little island there. So 4 down and 1 up. That's probably the best way to remember it. Four boxes down, 1 box up. And that's one of the disadvantages of just running through the traps, as I'm kind of been accustomed to doing, is you sort of forget where they are. But then on hardcore server and when you run in groups, I think people are going to expect you to be able to disable the traps if you're a trapper. So good to know where these ones are. And running this on normal, hard, elite, you will get to know these. You'll be an expert on these traps after your first life.
Campfires and torches give way to the natural lighting of crystals and mushrooms, both plentiful in this area.
So then we just go down to the end fight. We didn't do any of the optionals, so there is I think a chest you can get here, an extra chest if you do these optionals, but we did not do them. Alright, so we have to go here, fight these guys. So that's kind of a fun thing you can kind of explore on your own if you want to learn all the optionals. Alright, so that's normal. We're going to go right back in on hard, and we should go a little faster now that I know where those traps are. Remember where those traps are, I should say. It's been a while. Nothing too interesting, that's how it goes. We had a really great run a few days back with Sands and some of the other quests, and also Red Willow Ruins. We had a great run that day. Had 3 or 4 really great items each of those days. Nothing today, but that's kind of how it goes. But day's not over. We might still get something, and I think a lot of times I just get good luck in streaks. That seems to be how it goes for a lot of people. So we'll see if I can get a streak started soon on getting some good
Earthy
loot.
smells of dirt and fungus fill the air.
And that is one advantage of running, you know, if you see quest up in a group, you know, especially once you know it, you know, when you don't know the quest, I'm really a big advocate of just, you know, run it on normal, run it on hard, learn it, and then join a group to run elite. You know, it's just a lot more fun to run in a group when you sort of know the quest enough to be helpful.
The cave opens up to reveal a shallow pool with several passages and a road. The opening on the other side awaits you mockingly.
So
But you must
it's
cross a series
well,
of
3 down,
platforms
1 up, and
suspended
then
over a
1 more
narrow
down,
waterway
4 down
to
total.
reach it.
So let me just do this. Just trying to get in a spot where I could find both traps with 1 search. Probably should have been a little closer to the first trap. So that's the 3 down. So now we'll do 1 up, and then jump down, do the last 1 down. Gonna try to search here before these archers start attacking me. Actually, this island. Oops. And I missed my jump. I thought it was right down there below, but I had to kind of circle back a little bit. But we've cleared enough now. I could just go on the left side. There's 1 trap on the right side that I didn't get. Actually, might as well. You know, at lower levels you can kind of get away with doing ranged, you know, on these guys, but our melee DPS is improving, and our ranged DPS is really not improving because we're not taking any feats for it. So I really prefer to get these guys with melee. Although on hard it's not an issue. On Reaper 1 it might be more when they have damage reductions. Kind of more of an issue. Alright, so that's takes care of the traps. And again, I mean, if you decide running through the traps, it's kind of what you prefer to do. You could definitely do that in a tune with evasion, and a character without evasion, you could still do it. Once you know where the traps are, you can sort of avoid the damage as you go around it. You don't have to disable the traps. This one's only lethal if you like stand in it. So if you kind of know where the traps are and you sort of jump to the islands that don't have traps, you should be fine. There are traps that are a little more deadly, but this one's only semi-deadly. the chest. That's nice. Only 4 remnants, but I'll take them. All right, nothing too bad. This is actually not a horrible speed 18, 6% attack speed. That might be interesting actually, but the speed part does not stack with our expeditious retreats clickies. That's the second venomous quarterstaff I've seen. We have one on the last list as well. Um, nothing too interesting. I'll think about this greatsword and come back to it. So that's the bounty hunter on normal and hard.